It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, and you just.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in with even just a 500 season, an impossibility. 0-9.
And disaster has been striking everywhere for them. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. It's just been a really, really rough year.
This is Isaiah Crowell, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for Crowell in last week's game: 23 carries, 56 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Throwing deep for Stewart. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Gordon on 1st down. A nice little juke. Oh, he's got, there goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
when he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we're going to be and what do we need to get. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down, here's Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got hooked.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a hole.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Leggett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a... On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So, kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. Oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So,
and now look at him go. The 30, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now
Green,
flags
39.
will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, 1 man in the backfield, that's Crowell.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Hurry
Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Now let's go.
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. To throw on second down is Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
All right, here we go.
On first down, it's Darnold. Going underneath for Crowell. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, Darnold. A little dump off for Crowell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Throwing, Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here now, a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. First down, Rivers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Adam Thielen fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
To throw, Rivers, and he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Now, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
But finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hurry up.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. High throw, but the catch is made. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Crowell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Darnold on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And that's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Rivers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he made a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second down and 10, Darnold going underneath for Crowell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Darnold now to throw, and that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Rivers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A toss play. Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Darnold, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A little dump off for Corral. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now Rivers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rivers. And Allen's got it. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt.